Okay, today we're going to go through how to jailbreak your iPod, whether it be the 8 gig, the 16 gig, or the 32 gig with Ziphone's newly updated application. As you can see here, we have a 16 gig running the installer. And here are all your programs that you can install currently. So we're going to go back, we're going to set the iPod up near the screen so everybody can see. We are going to click on Alt Restore on a Mac or Shift Restore on a PC and load the 1.1.4 software update. Click Open. It will now extract the iPod software and go through a sequence of events where it reinstalls it and brings the iPod back to factory settings. This process may take approximately 5 minutes. We will be back when it's complete. Once iTunes has finished restoring the iPod software, it then goes through a series of events where it also restores the iPod firmware. Once it is complete, you'll have a screen that will say your iPod has been restored to factory settings and is restarting. Please leave your iPod connected and it will appear in iTunes in the iTunes window after it restarts. This message will be dismissed in 2 seconds, or you can click OK and it'll go away regardless. When your iPod restarts and is reconnected with iTunes, you will notice that you have the Set Up Your iPod screen. We don't want to set up our iPod right now. And here we have our freshly conditioned 1.1.4 iPod Touch. So we're going to lay this back down now. We're not going to set up the iPod or sync it yet. We're going to open up Ziphone first. We have Ziphone open now. And Ziphone has an option that says Jailbreak iTouch. We simply click on that key and hit Start Process. The iTunes will undetect and redetect the iPod Touch as it restarts. You can click OK or you can leave this the way it is. Once Ziphone has completed, you will see on Ziphone's program window, Ziphone completed successfully in blue letters. You can now quit Ziphone. Looking at our iPod Touch, we have the Ziphone blog icon and we have the installer. So now we're going to set up our iPod as if it were a regular iPod. You can restore it from any backup that you have, or you can set it up as a new one. Once you select the proper option, click Continue. It'll then start the process to restore your iPod. Once the restore is complete, your iPod will let you know, and it'll also restart, and the iTunes window will let you know that the iPod has been restored and for you to leave it connected. Okay, now we have our newly restored iPod Touch that is syncing. We're going to slide it to cancel just so we can go through some things first. Okay, when you first have a jailbroken iPod and you click on the installer icon, this may or may not happen depending on the amount of traffic accessing their site. It may begin to update itself automatically. If it does not, you can click on Sources and refresh. And what this will do is it'll refresh all the sources and the applications and their lists on your iPod Touch. Once you have the newer information, you can now start installing programs, and there it is. While the sources were refreshing, it found the update and is now asking us, an installer update is available, do you wish to update now? Update now. It'll download the package, update it. The next pop-up informs you that the installer has been updated and you need to restart the installer. If you click OK, it'll automatically do it for you and bring you back to the first screen on your iPod Touch. So now we're in, we have our installer, we have it updated and working properly. From here on out, you can go into setting up installer to begin installing applications, or you could go in and sync your iPod. So what we're going to do is sync our iPod now, and then we'll come back with another tutorial on what programs should be installed initially on your iPod Touch. Thank you.